J-Drone here. We got the BEBOP 2, aka Captain Crashy. I got fresh blades all around. We repaired the back again, and we're gonna take this for a flight. I know I got some criticism on my last flight. You must not care about people flying over this and that. I do. That's the reason that we are not going to be flying over buildings. We're not going to be flying over cars or anything in this flight because I need to make sure this drone's good to go. I thought the drone was good to go. I trusted the drone. That's the reason where I was flying in the last video. But all right, guys, here we go. Okay, guys, here we go. So this isn't time 4 speed. I'm just going to run around here really quickly. Then when I decide to do a little bit of a range run out, I will drop it to normal speed, and then after that we're going to do times 4. This was over a 20-minute flight, so that's I don't want to overwhelm anybody. Oh, I got to sit at the computer for 21 minutes to watch J-Drone's review on this. This is normal speed. I can't see any jello. And I've been really critical on this drone about the jello that I've seen in the footage, and I have pretty high wind here. So remending the brake after the last fall, throwing a complete set of fresh propellers on, even in this high wind. Me pausing there is me staring into the video as it's playing again because I'm recording over it. So essentially I'm watching the video with you guys as I'm recording. I can't see any jello. So if you're encountering jello, change out your propellers. Make sure that everything's even. Make sure your legs are even. Make sure to put your drone on a flat level surface and that all 4 legs are touching. If one of those legs are up, there's a very good possibility that that might be causing your jello. If you've replaced 2 out of the 4 blades, if you replace 3 out of the 4 blades, that might be what's causing your jello. Right now we are flying directly into the wind. We're flying against the wind, not into. We are flying against the wind. We are flying with the wind on the way out. You don't see any jello, and it is a pretty dim day, so it's pretty epic. This drone has been a mild headache for me. I've crashed it several times. First was due to battery failure. We got a good battery on it, and then the second time, I don't know. I don't know what the second time was about, why it decided to fall out of the air. It could have been that propeller. It could have been I changed 3 of the 4 props, and that's why I was getting the jello, and there was a mild stress crack in one of the props that I wasn't able to see, as people are telling me is pretty common. And then we're just going to go ahead and speed this up times 4 for the rest of the flight here. So it's going to be a little bit quick, but it shouldn't be sped up to the point right here. Look at the trees. You can see the trees moving around. We definitely have wind. It shouldn't be so fast that you can't tell the quality of the video, even on this pullback. The pullback here, it's a little bit quick, but look at the quality. The quality is pretty good, and it is dim. It is a dark day. After this, I rush back out to fly the Bugs 8 Pro with the little mini Firefly camera FPV. If you want to see that video, that's on there. And that little jump right there, you saw a little black jump over there. I think that was high wind that pushed the drone off balance. I will tell you that I came out and I've been having issues calibrating this, where I go through the calibration procedure, do the left to right spins, do the flips, and then do the barrel rolls, and then instead of it going all green, it goes all red, and I decided to fly anyway because I was rushing against rain, and as you can see, we have a little bit of range here. Other than that, I don't have many complaints with this drone, despite the fact that I've crashed it a bunch of times. There's a little bit of a range run for you there. And again, you see that little black nudge there where the camera did not compensate for a high quick tilt. So I think high winds adjust that. It could be that I didn't calibrate the drone, decided to fly anyway. There was even a warning on screen says didn't suggest me flying without calibrating it. But I had the battery charged for a little bit. It's been raining day in and day out, and these batteries are finicky, man. Obviously the first battery that I had was poor, and the second battery is doing really well. I had it charged, and one cell remained at 8.4, and the other 2 cells were at 8.18, I believe it was. I believe that's what it was, and I recharged it and got those 2 other cells up to 8.19, so 8.2. I'm sorry. These batteries, they're a little bit finicky, but I think if you balance charge them, you can maintain them where you're not going to have to worry about if it sells point 0.1 off or point 0.2 off. And right here, this is literally me just buzzing around the field, playing with rotating quickly, and just really trying to give this a heavy burn, because I wanted to make sure, one, that my mending held right, and two, that this thing's not going to fall out of the sky, whether we're doing long range runs or we are doing quick panning. That's me just messing around with the roller on the right hand side. That's how you can adjust your light. Right hand side of the controller, move it up and down, and you can adjust the lighting. But guys, I'm J Drone. If you haven't subscribed, smash the subscribe button. Now I will reiterate this again. If you crash with this drone, replace all 4 propellers. I don't care if they look good to you or not, replace all 4 propellers. If one got mangled and you're like, I'm only going to change one, you're taking a chance of the drone falling out of the sky. If 3 got mangled and 1 looks perfect and you're not going to change that 1 out, again, you are taking a chance out of this falling out of the sky. Also, make sure your phone's in airplane mode. My first 2 runs out, I didn't have the phone on airplane mode, and my video feed cut out for like a half a second. The signal was good, but the video feed on my cell phone cut out for a half a second. I put it on airplane mode. The rest of the flight, I didn't encounter any of that. So this is a success. I'm going to fly this a couple more times before I gain my trust back in this, because the drone definitely needs to gain my trust again after falling over a residential community, because I take pride in myself to fly as safely as possible, and I had so much trust built in this drone that I took it over a residential community and then failed and it crashed, and shame on me, right? But things happen. Fly as safe as possible. Don't be careless while you're flying. And again, if you haven't subscribed, hit that subscribe button. If you haven't hit that little bell, bing, hit the notification bell, guys. I'm doing all types of things. I do mods, I do giveaways, fly all different types of things. You want to be notified when I'm coming out with new videos. If you like urbex stuff, I do that too, as well as travel. If you're on Facebook, check out Drone Days. It is the best group on Facebook for drones, the most proactive, productive, and positive. Later.